All right, now we're going to take a look at some graphs. Now you'll learn about this graph later in the year. This is a trigonometric graph. That's after Christmas break. You won't see this as an equation for a while, but it's a great view of a graph to come up with this question. It says the graph of H is shown. Describe the concavity of the graph of H and determine whether the rate of change of H is increasing or decreasing on each interval. So what I'm going to do here to help us out is I'm going to draw some lines, and I hope you do the same on your packet. So between F and G, like that, this is the interval. Oh, I should have stopped. What does it mean, interval? What does that mean? X values, yeah. So from the X value, we're calling it like X1 to X2 here. On this interval, would this part be concave up or concave down? If you try to match it with your hand, would your hand be upside down to match that piece or right side up? Upside down. So what does that mean about that interval from F to G? Oh, we're just concave up or concave down. That's what we're doing with our hands there. It is concave down. We are concave down. If you are concave down in here, the next question, let's read the problem closely. Describe the concavity of the graph of H. So in case you didn't realize, this is H itself. This is the graph of H. It says it right there. The graph of H is there. If this is the graph of H, if we're concave down, now we want to know the rate of change of H. The rate of change, the AROC. What would be true about the AROC from here to here? It's decreasing. As you go along, the AROC would be decreasing. So it's concave down, and they say rate of change here. No, I'm just going to say the ROC. I'm not doing the word average because they don't include it in this one. And the ROC is decreasing. How did y'all know decreasing? Because the function itself is concave down. Good. All right, let's take a look at the next interval. So next interval, we're going to look at, let me just copy and paste. We're now going to focus on G to J. From G to J. I guess I'll need 2 lines. From G to J. So I want you to think about your hand here. From G to J. If you were going to do that, would you do upside down with your hand or right side up? From G to J. How would you put your hand on that? Right side up. What does that mean about its concavity? It's concave up. And if you are concave up, what does that mean about the rate of change? Increasing. So we are concave up. And the rate of change is increasing. Okay, how about J to K? If you were to put your hand on there, is that concave up or concave down? That is still concave up. So if we are still concave up, what does that mean about the rate of change? If you are concave up, if you're concave up, what's true about the rate of change? Increasing. Finally, K to P. If you were to put your hands on the graph from K to P, which way would you have your hands to try to cover up that graph? Would you go right side up or upside down? Upside down. What does that mean it is? Concave down. And if we are concave down, then what is true about the rate of change? Decreasing. Hopefully you're noticing the importance of knowing how they're connected together. The graph is concave down, and that means the rate of change is decreasing.